I thought I'd do a quick video and I would talk about another YouTuber. I've talked about a few, but I really like this young lady, as a matter of fact. It's related to van stuff. Surprise, surprise. By the way, I went out into my storage. I think my previous video was on getting my Wave 3 out so I can combine my Wave 3 with my big buddy. Well, push the big buddy to the side, use the Wave 3 just because it's a little bit less intrusive, and I would use it when the temperature is like 35 to 25, even 20. But when you get lower than that, you know, there's a reason I didn't use the Wave 3. I had a Wave 6 that bombed out on me, my fault. And I used that when it got real cold last year, unusually cold for Texas. But so I was going out there, and I was digging through my storage and stumbled across a bag of cameras. Yeah, as you see, my camera problem is not one that's recent. I had this bag of cameras. I was wondering where some of my cameras were. This is a Polaroid Cube. It has a name, though Polaroid has been sold, so it's just it doesn't have the value and name it used to have. I think one of these is a Yi. That is a Yi. Yi's a pretty good name in hero clone cameras. I also found some in this bag of goodies. I found some lithium ion 4,000 milliamp hour batteries. I'm going to get a flashlight that fits those. If my other ones don't, I'm going to take a close look and see if they do. Then I can charge those up and use that. I'm not sure how old. It's got to be 2 years, 3 years old, 2 years old at least. Yeah, at least a year and a half to 2 years old. So I think lithium batteries got a better shelf life than lead acid. But I don't think it matters. It's not a very long time. So I got that over here, still in the hotel room for one more day. It's a free day if you learn how to use these free days. I found a Hero back. I think it's the Hero 4. So it's been a while back when they started the cube revolution that you see in some of the other cameras. But the really thing I want to talk about is this young lady on this. I think she's doing how to install a window into your van. I mean, I think she's even installing radiant flooring in this van. I don't know of guys that do that. Not that I think guys have any more capability, but I love this young lady. I love how she's working. Life of, I believe it's pronounced Life of Lenja, Lenja. If you're an American and don't try to adapt your prejudices about language, it would be Lenja. So Lenja might be correct. I'm not sure, but check her out. Not that I have a lot more subscribers than she do, but she does. But this young lady is amazing. She has the lack of restraint that makes men so proud to do jobs that they're not too sure of, but she does it well, better than most men. I would say as well. She does it well, and I much respect to her. In any case, I just want to give you a quick rundown to my van. I would be showing you generic views of the outside of my van, but you can't see what I've done. I've taken that big jerry can I had out of my rear of my van. I've taken the generator that I keep in there. I took it out of the rear of the van, so I now have room in the garage to move the excess tools that I have in the van. Get them out. I would show pictures of myself. Heck, I don't even like looking at my own face. So I'll just keep this up. It's going to be short, relatively. And I even removed one of the ladders. I have one of these superstar folding ladders where I can climb on top of the van if I need to. I just kept a step ladder there because usually I'm working on the wiring around the van rather than on the panels themselves. But I do have that as a fallback. And I wanted to get into my I have 2 units that I'm trying to condense into one, but it had another lock on there. I think they locked it up because they screwed up my billing, and I have to wait till somebody is there to go by and tell them to put another lock on that door. I have had some adventures with the billing at this place. Really stupid. I have 2 lockers. I have 2 different numbers attached to them. I have to fill out 2 different numbers. I want one bill, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Anyway, I was looking out this window. My van was parked right, I think it's right here. No, right over here. And a cop drove by, and he slowed down at my van and then moved on. My van is I am as clean as a driven snow as is my van, legally. But when he did that, I thought to myself, yeah, that old van with those panels on there will make officers slow up, will make anybody else slow up. So I do have canvas to cover those. I think I have that in a previous video. If I can find that video, I'll link it here. So I am going to use canvas to cover the side panels when I attempt to do anything approaching stealth. I'm just sitting in a hotel room now where it's a freebie, but it's a legal freebie. So it's not like but if I am somewhere where I want to go stealth, I'm going to put those vinyl covers that are white like the van, and that will blank that out, so at least it'll make it glance proof, because that shows me that it draws immediate attention, as if I didn't know that. And anyway, I just want to give you a quick rundown of what's going on. I don't have really much else I need to do. I got to get back to work tomorrow, but I need to stay on this side of town where my storage is long enough to get them to give me a new key and take that crap off. That's because their system is just ridiculous. Anyway, and because I've got to get my spare, because that's what I cleaned out the back of my van for, was the spare. The spare is in that storage unit. I got to put the spare in there. Now, it's an old spare, so I'm going to probably the next week or so, go by and get new tires on my van and the spare, or at least the rear. I'd like to replace them all at the same time. That would be much preferable, but I might not be able to do that. I don't want to take that $400 or $500 hit right and at one time. All right, that's all I've got. I want to give you a quick rundown of what's going on. I just wasn't going to show a generic view of the van. I'm not in it right now, but I will be in it tomorrow.